Thank you for tuning in to Radicards TV on Radicards.com. I'm your host Patrick Greeno, and today we're going to be talking about Day 4 of the 2018 National Sports Collectors Convention. So I get there and I start at the same row I started with previously, which I believe was 1900, and then I progressed through to the last row, which I think was 21 or 2200. And I just kind of made my rounds, serpentine all the way through, and I found some good bargain bins and dug through for a while. There's so much stuff. Some of the bins were like, you know, one guy had like several monster boxes, and everything was, you know, 5 cents a card. And I sat there and pulled out like $1's worth because I just kind of rifled through a box, and I couldn't sit there all day. I wanted to, but there's just not enough time in the week to sit at those tables. So I sit for a time, and then I kind of just pull out some things and then move on. So real happy about the additions that I pulled out. And just some, you know, some stuff's more significant than others. Some tough stuff is I hadn't seen before. Some items were significant. You know, I paid a nickel for a card that is extremely rare, which we'll see in the video here later. And I kind of just continued and picked up the same stuff that I love to collect, and I was like taking pictures and, you know, enjoying myself. And then I came up to a booth with a gentleman who, you know, has similar stuff that I like to collect, like 90s stuff. I was looking at a showcase, and I saw Frank Thomas, and it was a Epics Moments. And I was like, wow, I need all three of the orange, purple, emerald. I need them. And he had the orange and the purple, and I was like, great, what do you want? So we closed the deal, and I was able to bring those home. Man, really, really glad to get those. So you'll see these again later in the video, but here's the orange and the purple. Interesting story about the emerald is that in 2013 I planned to go to the National, but I couldn't go. It was actually here in Cleveland. Let's see, it might have been in Chicago. Maybe it was in Cleveland. Anyway, I couldn't go. I had my brother's wedding. I was a groomsman, and my buddy said that there was, when he came back, because he went alone, so when he came back there was a guy with a display case, and it was all high-end Frank Thomas stuff. I was like, well, cool. The following weeks, the guy listed his inventory online, and I was like, you know, Dan, are these the cards? He's like, yeah, those are them. And the emerald version of the Moments was listed at 9.5, and I was like, at the time I was still getting used to the set, and I thought that I had all the cards already, because there's subtleties, the differences are so subtle for the various different cards. And I was like, I already have it, so I'm good. But then I looked, and sure enough I did not have the card, and so I was kind of bummed out, but it did get sold to a friend of mine, so I can't think of any better place that it should be than in his collection if it's not going to go into mine. So I'm glad that he had got it. And then there was an auction for one, I'd say a year and a half ago, roughly. And it went into the collection of another gentleman that I know, and so I'm glad that he got it. I'd like to eventually get one. I'm confident that in time I'll be able to get my hands on an emerald. Outside of the bankruptcy stuff, that's the last one I need. So I was really pleased to grab those and put those in the collection. And, you know, I just went around and met with people. I went to the Beckett booth, and they had slabbed the Otani Superfractor Auto, and they let me hold it and take photos of it and stuff. So they took a picture of me holding this card. So I'm holding this really amazing card that was pulled early in June. Yeah. So really, really fun day today. I finished my serpentining today, so I've seen the whole show floor. Now I'll go back and do like some detailing and whatever, and kind of like do different things throughout the show, just like meet people. And I wrote a list of notes of things to do and people to see and all this. And so I've got kind of a busy day ahead of me tomorrow, but tomorrow's the last day. I'm going to look forward to it, though. It's always fun. This is just always a fun event for me. So what else do I tell you? Oh, one of the gentlemen at the end of the day, I guess he's a real big fan of my content, so we got to talking, and he was asking me questions about, you know, Thomas stuff, and We were talking for a while, and he's a really, really nice guy. And if you're watching, dude, thanks. We had a good time chatting with you. Thanks for giving me a ride back to the hotel. So, because we talked for a while, and by the time we were done talking, the shuttles had done their rounds. So, it's always good to make friends when you're at these things, and build contacts and relationships and things. And so, I always encourage that. So be sure to get out there and do that. And don't be afraid to talk and share and get to know other people in the hobby. So that kind of covers my day for day 4. What is that? 4? Yeah, day 4. All right, so here's the haul for today. I picked out just the really good ones just to discuss, the more interesting ones anyway, I thought. So we'll just get right into it. We'll just start off really strong. Now, I picked up, I dug through a lot of stuff today, and I found this. This is a 98 Donruss Collections, Prize Collections, the Donruss Preferred version, Jason Kindle. Now, these are a stated print run of 55, not on the card, but in the guides or, the information surrounding the set. These are a print run of 55. I found this in a nickel box. This was a nickel. Really strong ad. Maybe the best deal I've gotten in the entire show. Love these. Didn't care the player. I mean, I like Jason Kindle. I think he's great. I remember following him in '93 being, he was a rookie. He and Jim Edmonds and Derek Jeter, those were the guys in the '93 Topps set. So I'm familiar with the player here, but if it was any player, I would have grabbed it for a nickel. There were a couple more I grabbed for a nickel too, just non-Donruss Preferred, just some of the other ones that are prize collections. This one being the most significant, of course. And for a nickel, 5 cents, I got this. So cool. Love these. And they're nice. Look at that shine. Oh, it's mouth-watering, dude. I love it. Love that. So cool. So grab that, and we'll just take care of 2 beater cards before we get to this cool 90s stuff. So first on is a 1976 Topps Hank Aaron. Take a look at the shape on this one. Man, this one's hammered. A little bit of writing up there. I don't know what that says. It looks like a 1 or a 9 or who knows. So it's pretty hammered. It's a pretty ugly shape. It's got like dings and nicks and creases and rounded corners and the whole bit. Writing on it. It's got like a little bit of everything, really. All it's missing is like a hole punch. So grab this. This was in a $1 box, but I bought a few items from this box, and I was able to haggle the seller down to like $10 for everything, and this was thrown in there because I thought it was cool. So this is the 1976 Topps Hank Aaron, really poor condition, lots of character. It's been loved. So picked that up. Picked up this 69 Topps Lou Brock in horrible shape. I think this is also in the same horde as the Aaron, if I can recall correctly. It's got like some kind of like surface rubbing that has rubbed off portions of the card there. Really interesting stuff. A lot of character here. In the back is your standard. The back's not so bad. It's pretty clean. I mean, for what it is, it's this would be a 1 or an authentic, a 0, if you will. So yeah, this is the 69 Topps Lou Brock. In very terrible condition. Cool. Alright, straight into the 90s stuff here, the really interesting pieces that I got today. Really happy with these. First things first is the another one of these 2000 Metal Universe, or Metal Hit Machines. This is the Mark McGuire. I really dig these. I love that shine there on the text. It's really nice. It just works. It's good. Just a good looking card. Like the gear up here. This is just a nice design. I don't know where I am on the set though. I know I still need a few cards, but I've got most of the bigger ones. There's that. This is also a good deal. This is actually one of those pack issued 94. You can see the Fleer stamp there along the edge, or on the surface there. It's a Tim Salmon signed pack issued example from 94 Fleer from his insert set, the signed version. This was $1. This is one of those awesome deals that I got at the show. Today was a good day for good deals. So yeah, $1 on this. thought was totally fair. I'm kind of like casually working this set together of the autographed versions. Missing still quite a few, I think. I think I've got like 3 or 4 now. So, these are cool. I already have this, but I love this card, and it was in a bargain bin, so I just grabbed it. This is the, I think this is 96. Yeah, 96 Pinnacle, Team Pinnacle. Man, this card with Bagwell on the back, it's so rad. So back in 96, I was at a mall, and there was a kiosk that's selling baseball cards, and one customer walks up, and he has this card in a top loader. He just pulled it, and at the time it was worth like 80 bucks. I mean, it was a big, big card, and I was like in awe of it. I was like, man, maybe someday I'll have that in my collection. Now I have, you know, several of these. I love this card. The baseball in the background, sort of subtle right there, and like the little stitching. I really liked it a lot. It's nice, the classic Dufex. Although the Thomas side has a much stronger Dufex appearance than this back side here, which is more of like a metallic foil finish, not even really Dufex at all. But nice contrast, I guess. You know, it's cool. I dig it. I think it's rad. 2 Hall of Famers. There you go. Another card I own. I think I got this guy for $2 or less. It says 10, but don't worry about that. This is one of my favorite sets from 95. 95 Ultra Power Plus. This is the Gold Medallion Parallel. I think that this is a very strong parallel to the set. The set already, as a standalone, is a beautiful appearance. You've got this like gradient color rainbow thing happening from yellow to like orange in the background. And then up here you've got the gold foil stamp. I just think this card is so cool. So cool. I remember 95 when the set dropped, it was a big deal and it was very expensive. So I got another one of these. This is great. Alright, so these are all, I think, 75% off or whatever. I don't remember. Just don't pay attention to the price tags on these. I didn't pay the price tags, but this is a 96 Sportflix Artist Proof of Deion Sanders. I always liked the Artist Proof stamp on these. It stands out. It's cool. Another one of these, one of my favorites. This is the 96 Pinnacle Cal Ripken 2131 card. Just dig this card. It's so beautiful. One of my favorites. This is cool. This is 96 Collector's Choice. You crashed the game. Gold Cal Ripken, one of the 3 versions. I think he's got 3 in the set. So he's like June, July, August, or June, July, September for these dates down here. This is the July version. This is cool. This is the only one I've seen so far at the show. It's maybe the only one I'll see at the show entirely for 2018. These gold, You Crash the Games. It's one of my favorite designs from 96. I just really love this set a lot. Alright, got a 95's finest refractor of Ken Caminiti. Grab that. I'm sort of, again, this is another set I'm loosely piecing together, just casually. The thing about the show is I'm not working on every set I'm building. I just, you know, when I know I don't have something and it's kind of high end, I grab it. This is a Boggs 96 Pinnacle Artist Proof. Dig that. Also, that same booth, it was Ripken 96 Pinnacle Artist Proof. Pretty sure I don't have either of these, but these are cards I can manage having doubles of because the set's so cool. So, really rad. Alright, so this is 92 Select Aces. This is the Juan Guzman. This was, I think, in like a quarter bin or something. It was cheap. I didn't have this one yet. It's in okay shape, I guess. This is cool. This is 97 Ultra Fielder's Choice Ripken, but this is the promo version. See, that's got that corner that's been chopped. They did that a lot in the mid-90s to showcase an example of a card. And this is the Fielder's Choice Ripken. Hadn't seen this example of this card before. Didn't know that promo existed. So it's kind of cool. Here's the back. Got your standard Fleer back from the mid to late 90s. So that's pretty rad. I think that was $1. It's really nice. I like that. It's cool. It's got like that leather sort of feel to it. 94 Finest promo, John Smoltz. This was, I think, was a quarter. I think, if I can remember correctly. 97 Score Artist Proof. I'm sorry, 97 Score. Yes. Man, it is late and I'm kind of burned out. 97 Score Artist Proof Showcase Series, Mike Messina. Love these. These are so cool. Gosh. What great cards to own. So shiny. Nice. Another 95 Finest Refractor. I thought I bought two of these. This is the other one. This is a Kevin Brown. I really dig those a lot. And a 90, this is, yeah, 97 Donruss Signature Series press proof, platinum press proof anyway. So the print run on these is 150. There's that. They're pretty good. I like them. I really like this blue platinum sort of thing happening with these cards. They're just so nice. Oh, love that. This is a, yeah, 97 Donruss Gold press proof. Mike Messina. So kind of cool. 91 Leaf preview card of Bo Jackson. So I've got this set. I built it in 2010. This is the this is my favorite set of all time. 1994 Leaf Gold Stars. Everything about this set works. The marble finish with the nautical stars, the facsimile signature and hollow foil, along with those 5 stars there with the border and the diamond in the middle. Player shot. It's just so, it's everything I want an insert set to be. Back in the day, a 10,000 print run was low. Which kind of just tells you about the total yield of 94 Leaf. David Justice. Got 2 more of these, 96 Pinnacle Essence of the Game, a Chipper Jones and a Mike Piazza. So, I really dig those. Always a fan of Essence of the Game. And this is 98 Top Stars Gold Rainbow, number to 99. There's your serial number. Doop. Mark Grudzlanek. This is easy to miss because these sparkled finish text is very subtle. And it looks like the bronze, so if you don't know what to look for, you'll skip over this. It's just how this works. So, there's that. Cool. Alright, so let's move on to the also interesting pieces here. These other items. So, you know, I've been working on the 2010 Steven Strasburg Bowman Prospects run. I needed this, which was the white auto. But I hadn't really been willing to pay the prices online for this card. And now that I have this, I need the orange and the reds. But I know I'll never see the. I've seen the red auto. I know there's a highly unlikelihood that I'll ever own the red auto. And it's, to my knowledge, the red paper non-auto hasn't been pulled yet. But I still need the orange, which is feasible. So I needed this for my run, the base white. And this was 40 bucks, which I thought was very, very good for this card. Because this card in the 9.510 is like, you know, just cusps the $100 mark. So that was a good deal for me. Nice ad. I was real pleased to get this in the collection. The case is a bit scratched, but I mean, what, you know, it's stuff that happens with these cases. That's why you got to go and use those bags that we sell, which you can buy at store.radicards.com if you're a graded card or any card collector really. There's got all kinds of bags for cases there. So this is the 2010 Bowman Prospects Steven Strasburg auto, the white one. Love that. Cool. And then I've got these two. These are two Thomases. This is the 98 Pinnacle Epics Moments Orange. I needed all 3 colors before today. Now I just need 1 color. The guy had the orange and the purple. I was like, man, that's perfect. I'll take them both. So we haggled on a deal that made sense to both of us. And he's actually using our bags, our PSA fitted bags. So there's that purple and the orange. I need still the emerald as of the recording of this video. Confident I'll eventually get one. The emerald moments have a stated print run of, well, stated on in like for information around the set of 30. And these other 2 are a little more. This one's a little bit more, and this one's a little bit more than this one. So, I really dig these, like almost like supernova design happening in the background. So, got those today. Really glad to get this. These are on my most wanted list for a long time. Well, up until today, really. So, glad to finally check these off. Really, really happy about that, man. These are gnarly. This one's a 9, this one's an 8. I don't really care that they're graded. I'm like totally happy just to have them. I would have bought them the same price raw. Seriously. I'm not going to crack them out. They're going to stay in these cases. Just real pleased with these. These are great. So nice, man. So there's that. Those are my highlights for today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the videos thus far. One more to come after this one, and please be sure to comment and subscribe and enjoy the rest of my content. Thank you so much for all those of you who've been commenting on the content. I may not respond to everybody, but I do read them all. So thanks, and thanks for tuning in to Radicards.com. I'm your host, Patrick Reno, and until next time, enjoy collecting.
If you like this content, please subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy collecting.